All right. Hello, my name is Tom and welcome to another video. I promised you that I would make another video this week and here I am doing it. Time is I'll just past 10 in the morning, 10 a.m. and I'm shooting this video like a bit in a hurry because I'm going home. I'm leaving this place here to take a 4 or 5 hour drive north to meet with my family and celebrate Christmas. So that is good. So to start off with, I was thinking about making this video sort of a, how should I say, maybe separate it in different sections. But you know what? I'm not going to do it. I will just talk about my experience as an INFP and study in university. So yeah, study in a university, yeah, for quite some years now, but soon to graduate. Feels good. Getting kind of tired of I mean, life as a student is kind of nice. I'm not gonna put that away. I really like the life as a student because I am very flexible. I do as I please and I just stick to deadlines basically. Yeah, for being a student for quite some years, it definitely has a certain impact on the brain. Learning different kind of theories, perspectives, there is so packed of knowledge. And me as a person, due to, I would say, the extroverted intuition, the nature of that function, I take things in and I make connections and see patterns. And if I learn a new perspective or a new theory in a class, I like to really understand it, for what it is. I just think about political philosophy, which I took a class a couple of years ago now, but I really understood it to the fundamental level that I can see the theory and the philosophy of ideologies in everyday life, in so many different aspects of daily life. Yeah, I won't get into that, but the thing about, I just wanted to mention that it's kind of tiring to suck in all this, yeah, all the knowledge basically. It's tiring, and but I'm grateful for being taking part of it. I've learned so much about myself and the way previous people and structures think. And it's kind of heavy, yeah. But yeah, being a student as an INFP in university has definitely had its up and downs, for me. I felt, I can start off with telling you that I haven't felt, I don't identify as a student. I do a little bit now, now when it's my final semester. But up until now, I couldn't really identify with all the students. There are so many different kind of activities going on around campus. Whether it's parties, sports events, activities, meetups of any sort of kind. They do these kind of trips, and I never felt like, I don't know why. I mean, there's possibly certain things that I could have felt, yeah, I couldn't identify with, I guess. Which obviously I went to student parties and things like that, but that was mostly in the beginning, and I sort of zoomed out from that kind of quick, I assume. Yeah, I did. And sure, it was kind of okay, it was kind of fun, and while it was while I was in that. But now when I think back of it, I spent I didn't really like care about that. I rather stay home, do things on my own, or try to like learn things and yeah, just basically grow myself, develop myself, or hang out with like a friend, or if I'm seeing somebody or whatever, So I had my share of that, being involved in the student party and yeah, that sort of stuff. And then speaking of the kind of educational university university structure, learning, teaching process by itself is, yeah, it is special. It is very un very, how should I say that? It's not personal, it's very cold. You get in there, you get in the system, and you are just like basically a number, and they want you to pass the courses, obviously, because that's when the university get paid, I heard. So obviously there are arguments going on all the time that the sort of the people, the students that pass too easy, because it makes the teacher and the program, the field, the brand department seem successful, even if they lower the sort of, not really lower the grade, but they lower the skill or the knowledge, or I don't know, how should I say, you know what I mean? So they can see, so it seems like students pass even if they didn't really know, even if they didn't really learn what they were supposed to learn, Maybe I've over exaggerated a little bit, but it's a little tendencies of that going on. And I hear arguments about that. Even teachers themselves and lecturers, professors, whatever, they say that. On the news I heard, which is bad, obviously. But yeah, I haven't noticed anything of that. I am no, but honestly, I am a good student. We can talk a little bit about that. As a student, I am very dedicated. I put effort into it. I'm mostly sure that probably any student can be more efficient, and don't procrastinate that much. But yeah, I had a few delayed deadlines through my journey throughout university, but a couple maybe, I don't know. Obviously, I failed some course that wasn't for me. No big deal, And otherwise, I dedicate myself, and I'm interested in what I study, and I do my best, But there's still this little thing that I can't identify as being a student, because I felt like it's very unpersonal. It's not personal, and it's just like I know that I am a number among the others, and I know I'm realistic about it also. I know accomplish these things will take me further, will open new possibilities for me, obviously. And I'm doing, it's in a way I'm doing university, yes, like that's what's expected of me, from a societal level, or from a societal standpoint. And the real truth behind why I went to university in the first place was because I did want to prove for myself that I could do something like that. I was traveling kind of a bit. I was traveling kind of a lot, actually. I mean, it's big for me, at least. Depends who you compare it with. But for me, I did kind of a lot of travel in my beginning of my in my very early 20s, and I did a lot of different like odd jobs or just a lot of labor jobs or sales jobs. I have a lot of different kind of working experience, you know. So coming back and going to university was sort of just a challenge for me. And immediately I saw people in my class that sort of just went there a few times and then they never came back, you know, or they went a 1 year or a few semesters and they dropped out, you know. I understand that we are on different paths and people have different life changing situations occurring, you know, obviously. But I felt like I want to complete, I want to finish something that I started now. You know, I just don't wanna take 1 year university studies and then drop out. I want to go all the way. But still, till this day, maybe not till this day, but in the beginning of this semester at least, I've had this kind of thoughts that maybe I will drop out. I have seriously considered it many times because I haven't been happy as being a student. That is the truth. I have not been happy, and that had nothing to do about that I'm not interested in what I study. It's not about that, okay? And it's not, but I think it's what it have to do with to do about is that I'm sort of like I'm not controlled, you know. This is very flexible, but in a sense it's sort of like you're in this, yeah, this system, in lack of better words, you know, and you're just following this program which is gonna transform you to become a certain product maybe. But it goes the both ways. It's too easy to say that as well, you know, they turn you into a product, because in my department and what I study, is definitely not turning me into a product. Well, depends the way you see about it, you know. I guess you could see it as becoming transformed into a product. Depends what you will be doing later on, you know. But my standpoint, I don't see myself as that. Not at all anymore. Maybe that is one reason why I can actually identify a little bit more now this last semester when I'm about to graduate. Or maybe it's just because I will graduate, so I don't know which one. So yeah, I felt sort of like I didn't fit in. Sure, I had some friends here and there, but most of the time I just felt like the things we're talking about in university is just like either comparing grades, people that want to tell them, oh, I got this grade, listen to me. They want to speak out what they got for the last course, you know. I got this grade. Who cares, you know? I don't care at all. I just want to be there, accomplish, graduate, you know, and move on. And yeah, just this boring small talk before class, after class, you know. And another reason for that is probably why one reason why I don't really like university is, don't get me wrong, I like the learning process, I like to learn, I love learning, I love knowledge, you know, but it's this thing about, it's hard, yeah, it's kind of hard making friends, especially as the introvert I've been before, earlier. I've been very introverted, and have had kind of social anxiety, I guess. But I forced myself out of that. Now I'm just don't care. I don't care. I can do presentations and things like that. Sure, I get nervous like everybody else, but I can do it. It's not a big deal. I could always do it. But yeah, imagine talking about something that you don't have any knowledge about. You know, of course it's challenging and it's not fun, to be honest. Completely honest. Just leave it with that. Yeah, so yeah, hard making friends in university. Um, I basically just mind my own business, you know, as a student. And yeah, things have changed a little bit now this last semester, especially because I was actually in the beginning of my journey university. I was actually studying another university back home. Now I'm living in another town, and I moved here alone. And yeah, so I haven't really like made any friends, or but yeah, some here and there, that nothing like really long-term friendship things like that. So I mind my own business, you know, go to school, to go to campus, or sit there alone, and I read, study, listen to music, strike up a conversation with somebody some every now and then. But this last semester I have met people, and yeah, just like yesterday I was just telling two international students like, have a good holiday, I'll see you next year, because they were going home during Christmas and New Year, so as I will as well. So yeah, you know, I'll leave you off with that. I think it gave you like a good picture of what it's like to be an INFP in university, and you got my perspective, and I was happy to share this my perspective, because it's been like I've been thinking about making this video for seriously maybe 1 year, you know. So I hope it gave you something, and leave a comment if you like, you know, I try to respond, and I will see you in the next video. All right, so take care, goodbye.